What if Bitcoin actually wins? Not the price going higher, not another bull market. I mean genuinely wins. Because one of the things I've noticed over time is that almost everybody, including many Bitcoin supporters, still thinks about Bitcoin entirely inside the existing fiat framework. We ask questions like, what will Bitcoin be worth in dollars? Could it hit $1 million? Can it overtake gold? But hidden inside all of those questions is an assumption that the current monetary system remains the permanent foundation underneath everything else. And what I've slowly started wondering is, what if that assumption is wrong? What if Bitcoin's endgame isn't simply becoming a more valuable asset inside the fiat world, but eventually becoming money itself? That's a much bigger idea. And honestly, it's difficult to even properly visualize because our entire lives have been built around fiat currency. We price houses in dollars. We measure salaries in dollars. Governments report economic growth in dollars. We think about wealth in dollars. Fiat currency isn't just money anymore. It's the language through which modern society understands value. So, trying to imagine a Bitcoin-based monetary world is almost like trying to imagine thinking in an entirely different language. If Bitcoin ever became widely adopted as money itself, eventually goods and services would begin being priced directly in Bitcoin or Satoshis. Not converted from dollars, actually priced in Bitcoin. And that changes everything psychologically. A house may one day simply cost a certain number of sats. A salary may be measured in sats. Even the concept of being a millionaire might eventually refer to Satoshis rather than dollars. Now, I'm not saying this definitely happens. In fact, I think one of the biggest mistakes people make around Bitcoin is speaking with too much certainty. Either a certainty that Bitcoin inevitably fails, or certainty that it inevitably replaces the global monetary system. The truth is, nobody really knows. But what fascinates me is that for the first time in centuries, humanity appears to be seriously questioning the nature of money itself again. And if Bitcoin ultimately does succeed at the highest level some people believe possible, then we may eventually look back on this period as the early stages of an historic monetary transition, while most people were still viewing it simply as a speculative asset on a screen. I've written more about this on Substack, if you prefer reading. The link is in the pinned description.